There was a woman born from a lotus. Her heart was golden, deep as the ocean.
What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. I posted some questions on my story, on Instagram, on my business page, and my personal page for my friends to ask any questions that they had about the beauty industry, about my business goals, just any general question, honestly, but I wanted it to pertain to beauty and aesthetics, of course. So this is my first time talking on camera, so bear with me. I'm going to try my best to flow well. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first question is, when did you start taking beauty serious? So honestly, when I was in high school, I didn't really like wear makeup or anything like that until I got in college, and I kind of just like tapped into my like womanhood, if you want to say. Like, I really just started getting more girly and wearing makeup, getting my nails done, you know, just bringing those inner feminine things out about me that I never was able to do. Like, when I was younger, I was a really tomboy. Like, I was really like a tomboy. So yeah, I would say once I got in like college, like maybe freshman years, when I started doing my makeup, hair, lashes, and all. And then like as far as taking like makeup serious, like as I do now, because honestly I've been doing makeup since, like I said, since I was in like high school, college, and I sucked at first. Like, I feel like I'm just now starting to get good and just now starting to be comfortable doing other people's makeup. I used to watch YouTube tutorials. That is how I learned how to do makeup. And then I just like kind of started applying it and, you know, taking the time to invest in quality products, not necessarily expensive, but doing the research to find quality products that work for me and that, you know, match my skin tone and techniques and just all that good stuff. Definitely learned it on YouTube. So if anyone ever wants to learn anything, you can find anything on YouTube, like, you know? So I would say what I like most about aesthetics would be the fact that it is so like general, it's so broad, and it's also not super time consuming or expensive. So like college is a lot, you know, it can be expensive. You have to know, you know, what you want to do and things like that. And with aesthetics, I just feel like not necessarily that it was the faster or easier way, but it was a different route that opened a lot more doors for me. And I like the fact that it's so broad and it allows me to work for myself. So that's definitely my most favorite thing about aesthetics. So the next question is, are there any more services you would like to add in the future? So I currently offer dermaplaning, microderm, you know, of course, the basic facial and extractions facial, and like a chemical peel. But I wanted to take the more medical route for aesthetics. I wanted to stay clinical, not so much like Botox and injections and things like that, but more so rapid transformation and concept clearing, things like that. I will be honest right now and say that it has been very hard for me to like kind of know what route to take with aesthetics. Of course, I offer makeup as well. I'm really thinking about focusing more on my makeup services instead of taking the clinical route. But yeah, I do love how broad aesthetics is. It's just very time consuming, and you literally have to invest so much into yourself and your skill and your knowledge, and it's just a lot, and it's really hard to do by yourself. But I'm not quite sure what route I'm going to take right now, so I'm kind of trying to just slow down and, you know, just weigh my options and try to take a different approach. Okay, so another question I got was one regret and one thing you're grateful about. So I'm gonna kind of just tie this question into aesthetics, even though it's kind of a general question. But one thing I regret is not using the tools that I had as much in school. So like my teacher and my aesthetics classmates and things like that. I wish I would have took the time to do more research, more trial and error. I wish I got more comfortable with like just overall, you know, the overall business aspect of speaking with people and being able to communicate their issues and terminology and all those good things. So one thing I would say I regret is not paying attention as much in school, and maybe taking a lot of that knowledge in. A lot of things I kind of brushed off and felt like it wouldn't apply to me, or I wouldn't need to remember it. But in aesthetics, it's very important that you're able to communicate in proper, sufficient terms to your clients what their skin needs are, you know, and things like that. So terminology and things like that. But one thing I'm really grateful for in my aesthetics experience was my teacher. So I went to Chicoshi University. I'm located in Indianapolis, Indiana, and my teacher, Miss Caitlin, was like top notch. Like, she was super attentive, super informative, and she always made sure everything made sense to us. And I really don't think that I would have been able to make it through that program without her help. So I'm really grateful for her. Okay, so the next question is, any potential for another business in the future? Of course, the goal is to have multiple streams of income, right? So I'm not quite sure what other kind of business I would like to have, but what I do know is it's important to me to be able to have like free time. And I understand that when you're building a business, there's times when you grind and there's times when you shine. But I want to put my focus into a business that doesn't require me to be there, that doesn't require me to perform services. So I love aesthetics and I love servicing people, and I think that that is, you know, a great way to build your business. But I really want to focus on selling something that can make me money in my sleep, or learning something that can make me money in my sleep, because that's all the goal if we're being honest, right? Yeah. Okay, next question. If you were to expand, would you want a team to assist you? So I honestly don't want to expand just because I like the idea of being a small business. I like the idea of not having to be responsible for so many other people and things. But maybe in the future, if anything, I would be a landlord. That's the only type of team I want to have. Maybe you know, renting out booth spaces, things like that. I'm not really super interested in building a whole spa. Originally I thought I would be, but I like to be by myself. I like to maintain things by myself, and I just think that that's not kind of the scale I'm reaching for right now, but it could be one day. And of course, she also asked, can I be on that team? Of course you can be on that team. Okay. 2 goals for your business before the end of the year. So, I honestly have not thought about this that much because, like I just said, before I was trying to focus more so on slowing my business down a little bit. But I will say some like maybe short-term goals are to figure out what route I want to take, continue to build clientele, and kind of just learn what route works for me, kind of learn what works for me. because I feel like right now I haven't quite found my niche, and I'm just kind of like forcing things. That's just kind of how I feel, if I'm being honest. So I don't really have any goals right now because I'm kind of just trying to go with the flow, because I feel like before, a lot of my goals that I made, I was not able to accomplish, and that was very like discouraging, especially with like this past pandemic and just everything else in life that goes on. I was very discouraged, and I just felt like that wasn't, like I didn't know what to do anymore. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take this year to kind of decide what I want to do and kind of decide which way I want to go, and just learn to stick to it, because at the end of the day, consistency is what's really important. It's not really important what you do, it's about how you do it. So I want to focus on that. So maybe that's gonna be my other goal. Okay, so the next question is, favorite makeup beat you've done so far. This one, let's get into it. Period. Very natural. I'm giving very natural vibes. No, I don't know what my favorite beat would be. I really liked that butterfly look I did, I will say. It definitely wasn't my favorite, but I don't know, many more beats to come. Maybe I'll be able to give you a fave in the next video. So next question, how much have you grown within the last year? I'm assuming this question is pertaining to my business and not you trying to be funny about my height. But no, seriously, if we're being completely transparent, business-wise, I have not grown. I'm just gonna be honest. I've grown here because I've been able to, I feel like, withstand more things and learn how to deal with things a little better. I'm still not the best. I still have my flaws, but I definitely feel like I'm growing in the sense that I'm learning to let things go and learning to take people for what they are and how they come and not take it personal. So I will say I definitely grew in that. Okay, so the next question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how content are you with your life? And I will say, being grateful, a 7. Because I see myself up here, and I feel like I'm right here. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm grateful, but I'm also very impatient, and I'm trying to learn not to be. But it's also very frustrating when you know where you're supposed to be, when you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere, but you don't know how to get there. So it's like, that's kind of the point I'm at. I'm very grateful for where I am, for how far I've came, and my ability to adapt and all those great traits. But I definitely know that I can go harder, and I know that there's so much more and better to come, because there just has to be. So the next question is there something that you would like to better in yourself? Again, I'm going to approach this from a business aspect. As an entrepreneur, something that I would like to better about myself is my patience, my passion. So I need to, take the time to really perfect my passion and craft and learn to appreciate it in the process, and everything. I can be very impatient, so I definitely want to work on changing that about myself. I also can shut down and be like very neglecting of the people around me when it comes to like reaching my goals. Like if I don't feel like if I don't feel like I'm where I want to be, I'm gonna be, I like to call it like on 10. Like I kind of always seem like I'm on tip. Like I can be very aggressive sometimes. So especially when I'm not where I want to be quite, or I haven't quite accomplished everything I want to accomplish, I feel like I can kind of I kind of project that too much. So I need to work on my projection and my patience. Okay, and so that's squeaking. It's a no for me, anyways. Okay. Next question and last question. Did you get into makeup artistry? So, when I was in school, I did not want to go to school and learn how to do makeup. I had always tried to do my makeup, but I never really was that big on wearing makeup, doing makeup, watching tutorials, making tutorials, none of that. When I was in school, I got really interested in makeup because my skin was breaking out. I wanted to start wearing makeup and stuff, so I started watching tutorials more and actually paying attention and learning techniques and learning about different products and following people on Instagram. Just being in school, having time to pass, I always wanted to do somebody's makeup, and I found myself really enjoying it because growing up I really liked art. So like painting, sculpting, anything hands-on. I never was an office worker. Always knew that wasn't gonna be me. But yeah, to me, it just like when I was doing makeup, it kind of like feels like painting, you know? Because it's just like you literally sculpt the face and, add color and, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I just started really paying attention to some of the girls in my class and learning different techniques and investing in different products. And I just, over time, the more I did it, learned to really like it. And at first I was like, no, I'm not gonna offer makeup. I don't wanna offer it as a service, because what if people don't like it? What if I'm not good enough? What if it doesn't look right on other people? Because I used to just do my makeup and I got really good at doing my makeup. And then I kind of just like start watching more videos and learn about like different skin types and undertones and how to blend and proper skin preparation and all those important things, which really made makeup so much easier and so much more flawless, so it's just like really important to learn those prep and those techniques when it comes to makeup. So yeah, I kind of just got into it by accident, and I just felt like it was me, like I felt like when I do it, it makes me happy, and it's something I actually enjoy doing and don't mind doing for free. And so they kind of say that's like the key, you want to make sure what you're doing is something you wouldn't mind doing for free. So yeah, I have grown to really love it, and I want to keep going with it. So that is all for my questions. Thank you everyone who asked the question. I got a nice amount of questions. I would definitely love to do this again with some more aesthetics oriented questions, as far as how to know what school to go to and things like that. I might kind of come up with my own questions. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in me doing a video about making sure aesthetics is right for you. I think that would be a really good video to do. So if you would like that, comment below. And thank you for watching. Thank you for asking questions if you ask questions. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.